Hello, this is Detective. Sorry, this is Detective Star 23. Well, my actual name is Philip though, and this is my second video for Daily SW Collecting. This week's topic is like what you think of the Saga Legends line. So let's get into it. These are some of the Saga Legends figures I have. I have them set out here. Then first, before I really talk about the actual figures and what I think of them, I'll kind of show you what they came with. And then I forgot something in the drawer, so grab that. Okay. Then all the basic tacking sources you probably know really are like, they all come with these stands. I think the stands are actually pretty cool though, because most people think that they're too simple and stuff like that. Personally, I like it though. Just it's, like, so most people like the ones that like actually said the movie name and stuff. But I don't get those. It just, you have to have a specific stand for each individual movie each figure's from. It just, it kind of makes it harder than it should be to me. If you just have a basic stand that just said Star Wars, it could be any movie, it could be the Clone Wars, it could be anything for Star Wars related. So personally, I like these. Also, of course, there's the Galactic Battle Game dice for the Galactic Battle Game. Unlike most people, again, I don't hate these. I don't really like them. I don't really have a problem with them. And of course, then they have the Battle Game cards. I'll show you one here. This is the one that came with Yoda, who's right there. It has the picture at the top, then it has all the statistics, and then on the back it has instructions. I actually like these though. For some reason, they seem like cool kind of collectibles to me, like collectible trading cards. And plus, anyway, if I was still like, like into doing stuff like this as a kid, I think I would have really liked it. So I'm kind of judging it from that perspective. As like a little kid, I think I would have really liked it. And of course, they come with the bags of weapons, which I've stored all my weapons in this bag. They don't come in like a bag like this, obviously. So I have a bunch of them in here. I really like them coming with weapons, of course, as most people do. Everybody really likes the weapons. And then here's some of the figures. Personally, like I said, I like this Saga Legends line. I really don't get why people complain about it so much. Most people say it's like the weakest line and stuff. I don't get, if it's the weakest line, just don't buy it. People make it sound like it's interfering with the vintage collection or something, when it's not. It just, if you don't like it, then just don't get it. To me, it's just that simple. If you don't like it, don't buy it. And why you be complaining about it if you're not required to pay for it? I just don't get why people complain about it so much. But anyway, though, some of the figures in it are this Yoda. I don't think he's a bad figure. I really don't like his robe, because it makes it impossible really for him to pose him in any other position in this. But he's still pretty good. I still prefer the vintage collection one, of course, but if he's probably like second best in my collection of Yodas. And also he comes with a Wookiee cannon, which is a pretty cool thing for little kids, who play with their stuff. And it really contributes to like a little Kashyyyk setup I have that I showed you guys in both of my collection updates, I think. Actually, I'm not sure if it was there on my first collection update, but I had it on my last one, so if you want to see that, you can check my last collection update on my channel, Addicted to Sorrow 23. Anyway, then, another figure is Chewbacca here. The one from the Saga Legends line, it has like some, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has like little marks on it, so it's supposed to be from Hoth, but I like, it's very subtle, it doesn't stick out, like, so then if you're a kid, you think Chewbacca's on Hoth, you notice little white specks, if you don't want him to be on Hoth, you don't notice it, so, he can work for either one. So, it's not bad. So he's a really good Chewbacca, he's really to scale, he's the most articulated Chewbacca we've ever gotten. So this is like the definitive Chewbacca, really. Then we get to some worse figures, like this General Grievous, really bad articulation, not at all to scale. But personally, I really wanted this figure. Most of you were probably, like, just turned off the video after I said that because everybody hates him. But actually, that's because, I grew up, like, with Revenge of the Sith. So this was one of my favorite figures as a kid. So, to get like a new version of it was pretty cool for me. But most people hate him, so if you want a good version of General Grievous, don't get this one. Even as a kid, I knew it was bad. It just, as a kid, you don't really care. Anyway, then another figure is Zuckuss. Of course, he didn't need improving. In case you don't know, he's the bounty hunter. He was on board the Executor with like IG-88 and Bosk and Boba Fett, everybody like that. And I got him for like last Christmas, I think. He's really cool though. Like he's really well articulated and he's not that old of a figure. So once again, another good figure from the Saga Legends line. And then we have the Snowspeeder Gear Luke. Once again, really good. Really good articulation, everything like that. Once again, not a bad figure. As much as people complain about the Saga Legends line, it's funny how many good figures there are from it. And one of my favorites from the line, really, is this one, C-3PO with the Ewok chair. Because, of course, first, you get all the packings with it and stuff, which I really like. All the random guns and stuff like that. And, of course, then you get what's probably the most, like, the definitive version of C-3PO, in my opinion, at least. You can get him, like, in the Saga Legends line, or you can get him in this, like, one of the Target 3 packs, I think, and also he's in the Resurgence of the Jedi pack. You can get this guy in a lot of different ways. And of course then he comes with this really cool Ewok chair. So those are some of the Saga Legends figures I own. Personally, like I said, I really like the line, so that's kind of my thoughts on it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and probably very few of you will agree with me on most of my points. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, may the Force be with you.